13 when I met my now ex-fiance. I'm only 22 now, by the way, which means I was too young. And still managed to be engaged for a year and a half. I used to keep this blog of like pretty much every observation I ever had, and I remember looking back, I worked with this guy for like 2 years, and I like couldn't get his deal, and like he was kept really secretive, and nobody really knew much about him. I remember writing down something like, he is of indiscriminate age, and like there was something weird about him. There were like rumors going around all the time. Of course, like we got to talking, and I'm like, oh my god, mystery, and like that turned into infatuation and blah blah blah. So it started with this email correspondence, which started over something completely insignificant, and you know, he was talking to me about like, we were talking about politics, and then we got into like how rats make really good pets, and like completely obscure like stuff that I don't look back on fondly. But finally, like we decided, hey, you want to get together sometime instead of like keeping it to the interweb. And I said, for no reason, so how old are you anyway? And he said, well, how old do you think I am? You know, it's really mysterious. It was like intrigue. Oh my god. And I said, I don't know, like 28. And he says, close, 27. And I was like, oh, 8 years. Wow, like the closest I've ever gotten to an age difference was 2 years in high school. And I got to go to his prom. So I was like, all right, cool, we'll go to your place, we'll drink wine, which is like awesome, because I'm 19. And his place, by the way, is the 3rd floor of the artist's studio where he's interning, so it's basically a room on a dusty floor. But, you know, we have a garret, and we're drinking wine in an artist's studio, and I'm like, ooh, romantic. And of course this is awesome, and we like make out a lot. And we continue to do this. I don't tell my parents, because I think they're gonna freak out. I keep going up to Philadelphia. I'm living like close to Atlantic City, by the way. I like come up every weekend to visit my friends in Philadelphia, which works because I go to school at Penn. But I'm seeing him. And it keeps going, and I think he's so mysterious and so interesting. And finally we're like making out in his garret one night with all the art that he has no part of. But still I'm like, I live in an artist's garret. And we're making out, we've each down like a bottle of wine at this point, and he says, I have something to tell you. And I say, what? He says, I just haven't told you because I don't know how you're gonna react. I said, what? Like, there's, like, I'm so into you, like this is nothing's gonna f us up. So he says, I'm not 27. I'm 32. And I say, mother like, not only did you lie about it, which like, you know, everybody lies in the first stages of a relationship, so I'm not even pissed off about that. What I'm pissed off about is that I said 28 and you corrected me the opposite direction. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, weird. I'm gonna have to deal with the fact that you're 13 years older than me. But whatever, I've had some wine, like, cool, all right, thanks for telling me. But I'm not gonna let him get away with this that easily, and I'm generally not vindictive, but I'm like, this is not something I'm gonna like let rest. So we keep drinking, and we keep making out, and like, it's awesome. And finally, I say, you know, I'm really glad that you were honest with me, because I could really see this going somewhere. And he says, oh, I'm really glad that you're not freaking out about it, blah, blah, blah. He says, yeah, but now that we're being honest, I need to tell you something. He says, what? No, nothing's gonna make me stop liking you. I say, I'm 16. And the look of horror on his face was so worth the year and a half I spent with him. That's what I remember fondly. So thank you very much. That is what